To hell with his marriage. Having an affair with my sister in our new house. You're ruthless.
Lily.
You guys. Find me the handsomest man here. If he can sleep with women, then I can sleep with men.
Miss, this is a legitimate establishment. Oh no, why is he here?
Surprisingly, it was her.
Wow, not bad at all. Nice figure. You must be the top man here. Just you. I'm very satisfied. Sister will take you to book a room. Swipe the card.
If you want to sleep, that's fine. But it has to be legal.
I was actually supposed to get married today. You're getting quite the deal.
Prepare the car. Go to the Civil Affairs Bureau.
Sir, the Civil Affairs Bureau already off work.
Make them work overtime.
You said you're so young. How did you end up in this line of work? Your health must be good, right? It doesn't matter. In a moment, I'll take care of you. I'm talking to you. Bad manners.
Do you even know what you're doing?
I know. Checking the goods. It hurts. Why aren't you reacting at all? Are you not up to it?
A coquettish young girl, you brought this on yourself.
Yes. Mr. Mao. We'll be here soon.
You're awake.
Who are you?
You were generously using a gold card yesterday, when you wanted to sleep with me. You didn't ask who I was.
Well, your skills were quite impressive. How about you leave first?
What? Flipping over and not recognizing others. Wife.
Wife. Why would I marry someone like that? Matthew Mao. Don't tell me you're that. Matthew from the Shungsha group?
Could there possibly be another Mao in South City?
We're all adults here. One-night stands are pretty normal. Just pretend it never happened.
How can you just let it go like that? We are legally married now.
Or maybe we should get a divorce.
I can agree to anything you want. Divorce? Don't even think about it. Did you hear me?
Hello, sister-in-law.
Hello, everyone.
Lily. Lily, I'm glad you're okay. I've been looking for you all night. Do you know how worried I was?
What are you worried about? Aren't you happy with your dear? Why come looking for me?
I'm sorry. I really wasn't thinking straight.
Is saying sorry enough? Saying sorry, can that control your desires? Ethan, the place you took her, that was our wedding house. That was our wedding bed. You really make me feel sick.
Sister, don't blame brother Ethan. It was me who seduced him. Sister, if you're angry, just hit me. Sister, I know, you've always hated me. I shouldn't have been born. I shouldn't be alive. I'm sorry. Brother Ethan.
Clarence Kang, what are you going to do?
I can't face my sister anymore. Just let me die.
This isn't your fault. Why are you so foolish?
Sister-in-law. Mr. Mao asked you to meet him by the pool. Sister-in-law. Over here.
Crazy.
After all this time, you still haven't learned how to swim?
Mind your own. Ruffian, let go of me.
Stop moving around. Provoking me here is not a good idea.
Mr. Mao. Miss Molly Mo has arrived. Congratulations, Mr. Mao, on achieving your desire. It hasn't been in vain that you've been yearning for your sister-in-law all these years. However, regarding the old man,
it's best if I don't find out. If anyone leaks any information, and she is missing even a single hair, you know the consequences.
Yes.
Stop right there. Stay away from me.
Matthew Mao. Your uncle asked, when can we set a date for our wedding?
A wedding date? I could never marry a woman like you.
Matthew Mao. Can you really bear it? Your uncle is so old, and he still doesn't have a grandson.
Miss M.O., aren't you overstepping a bit? Since you're in such a hurry, why not marry the old man yourself? Having a son is much simpler than having a grandson.
Matthew Mao, how can you say such a thing?
Mr. Mao. Sister-in-law ran away.
Matthew Mao. Sister-in-law. I really want to see which ignorant wench dares to compete with me for a man.
Oh my, our Clarence really has a great figure. Much better looking than that little wench Lily Kang wearing it.
Put it down. This is my wedding dress. Your dirty hands have no right to touch it.
Sister, it's all my fault. Please don't be angry. I just liked it too much. I want to try it on.
Try it on. So you climbed into my fiancé's bed, just to try it out, to see if my future husband is up to scratch, huh?
What do you mean by that, Lily Kang? Can't keep your own man in check, and blame our Clarence. Why don't you say it was Ethan you who seduced Clarence?
I can't keep my man in check. With you two around, who could? You climbed into my dad's bed the same way back then. And now you're teaching your daughter to be a homewrecker. A wild chicken cannot turn into a phoenix.
You. What's the use of just being good with words? Let me tell you. Your dad has already decided to let Clarence marry Ethan on your behalf.
The man I don't want, you all treat him like a treasure. This trash, I'm giving him to you.
Shut your mouth. You rebellious girl. No matter what, she is still your mother. How dare you speak to her like that?
My mom died a long time ago. What kind of mother is she supposed to be?
You.
Uncle. Please don't be angry. Lily, just couldn't accept it for the moment.
Dad.
Clarence.
Dad, if you want to hit someone, hit me. Don't blame my sister. Brother Ethan doesn't want my sister anymore. It's understandable if my sister hates me.
Look at you, you've made Clarence so upset.
I bullied her. Ever since we were kids, she always started the trouble first, and yet, I was always the one punished. Now she climbs into the bed of my fiancé. I guess I was the one bullying her.
Lily. You just had to make a scene, making it difficult for everyone, didn't you?
Why should I make it easy for you? She took away everything that was supposed to be mine. My man, my wedding, and even my wedding dress. What's next? Just because I don't have a mom who's a mistress. This wedding dress. Even if I destroy it, I won't give it to you. You all are blind. Manipulated by these two women, completely fooled.
Say that again.
You think I wouldn't dare? Right now, the Kang family, everything, is given by my mother. And you. Taking my mother's money to support another woman, and even gave birth to Clarence Kang, climbed into my fiancé's bed. If my mom knew about this, even as a ghost, she wouldn't let you off.
How dare you?
How come? I guessed right. You're furious because you're embarrassed.
Lily, stop talking.
Shut up. You have no right to talk to me like that.
My stomach hurts so much.
Clarence, why is your stomach hurting?
Are you okay?
It must have been Lily Kang who pushed you just now. It affected the baby. That despicable woman, she's carrying the Yu family's eldest grandson. If something goes wrong, can you take responsibility?
Pregnant. She's actually pregnant.
Brother Ethan, it's our child. It hurts so much.
Quickly, take Clarence to the hospital. Someone help. Lock her up. If anything happens to Clarence, you won't get off easy either.
Do you really think the Kang family can still hold me?
Lily Tsang. Throwing herself into my arms. Miss Tsang's way of welcoming me is really special.
Why is it you? I thought it was someone coming to take me back.
Mr. Mao. It's the Kang family. Mr. Mao, the Kang family members have returned.
What should we do? If I get caught and taken back, I'm definitely doomed.
What are you doing? Hurry up, get up quickly.
I don't want to.
Mr. Mao. I wasn't aware of your esteemed visit. I apologize for not welcoming you from afar. What brings you here this time? What is the purpose of your visit?
Miss Tsang from the Tsang family has exceptional design skills. And I would like to invite her to join Shengshi.
Mr. Mao.
Some other day. I will have someone send the invitation.
Mr. Mao, please take your time.
When should we get divorced?
It would be better if we did, so that you can be with Ethan Yu.
What are you talking about? What are you doing? Let go of me.
As a wife, you should fulfill your duties as a wife.
Why are you treating me this way? It turns out, they all think with their lower half.
Who hit you? From now on, with me here, no one will bully you again.
This is
my Matthew Mao's black gold card. With it, you can go anywhere in South City.
You can't regret this, you know. Ethan Yu. Why is he here?
Manager Wang. Please do us both a favor this time. Just make an exception this once.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Tsang. Your vision is too narrow. Indeed, we don't have that qualification to have our wedding banquet at our club.
Then let's add 15 more tables. We want the highest standard.
That's a waste of money. We simply can't invite that many people.
What does the Yu family mean by this? The child in Clarence's belly is the eldest grandson of the Yu family. To quibble over such a small amount of money is stingy.
The way you're putting it is really unpleasant.
If you think my words are harsh, then go outside and listen to how people are bad-mouthing our Clarence. Let me tell you, this wedding banquet will be held here. Otherwise, you guys might as well not get married. This grandchild, don't even think about having it.
Forget it. Add another 50 tables. This money will be covered by our Tsang family.
Sorry about this. At our place, it's a minimum of 300 tables to start. You guys here only have a bit over 100 tables in total. It really won't do. And considering the identity of our clients, there are certain requirements. Not just anyone can make a reservation.
What kind of place is this? You're turning down money. You really think highly of yourself.
Manager Wang. Isn't it just a banquet hall with a few hundred tables?
What a fuss. You sneaked out on your own. I haven't even settled the score with you. And now you're here making a fool of yourself.
Are you sure it's all-inclusive?
Yes. All-inclusive.
Oh. Did getting dumped mess up your brain? You must be mentally disturbed. Where do you think you are? Thinking you can just say it's all covered.
Right, sister? Even Dad and Uncle Yu couldn't manage it. So stop throwing a tantrum. You're making a joke of yourself.
On the wedding day. You're in South City. I'll book every banquet hall. Manager Wang, look at this. Am I qualified now?
Where did you get this card? You should know. This is a membership card only issued to top global elites. It offers top-tier exclusive SVIP services. Currently, globally, there are no more than 10 families with this qualification and this black card. There are only 2 in the world.
How could this little wretch possibly have such a fine thing? Did she climb her way up again? What man's bed? You've been fooled.
I don't care where this card came from. I'm just asking you, Manager Wang, can you cover it?
It would be an honor to serve you. For both of you, all the banquet halls on the wedding day will be reserved for you.
Sister, we may argue normally, but we are still family after all. Manager Wang, I want everything to be of the highest standard. Sister, I know you want to save face for me, but isn't this a bit too extravagant?
Clarence, have you no shame? Climbing into your brother-in-law's bed wasn't enough. You think I would help you arrange the banquet hall? Dream on.
You rebellious girl. As if you haven't embarrassed us enough.
The one embarrassing us isn't me.
Lily, stop making a scene.
Forget it. The invitations weren't sent out anyway. Let's pick another date.
Whenever you have your wedding. I'll book all the banquet halls in South City. I, Lily Kang. Always keep my word.
Today, I must teach you a lesson. Today, I really must teach you a lesson.
Did you think I would still let you hit me? Being daughters, how do you treat Clarence, and how do you treat me? You don't deserve to be a father.
Isn't it because you think your sister is more sensible than me? If only I were half as obedient and well-behaved as her, today, would I be this upset by you?
Yes. I'm not as sensible as her. Sensible enough to climb into brother-in-law's bed.
Lily, why must you create a scene that embarrasses everyone?
Do you even have the face to say that?
Sister, just leave everyone alone. If you're angry, take it out on me alone. That would be enough. Sister, why are you hiding here crying by yourself? Just now, weren't you acting all high and mighty? Guess what? How do you think Dad and the others will see you now? They'll think you're immature, or even a shrew.
I honestly don't care what they think of me. As long as it makes your life miserable. I think it's worth it.
You don't think you climbed into another man's bed and think you're great just because you got a pass. Pretending to be pure on the surface, but behind the scenes, you're just as filthy.
You're the filthy one. Don't assume everyone else is as dirty as you.
You ruined my wedding, and you think you can just leave easily?
What else would you have me do? Want to be like your mother, playing the saint after being a whore? You stole Ethan, and expect me to bless this?
What's wrong with being like my mom? Being like her means being the lady of the house. And your mom? She was just powerless and committed suicide.
Clarence.
That's right. Sister. I have another secret that I haven't told you yet. On the day your mom died, there was someone at home.
What do you mean?
I was right there, watching her slit her wrists. Watching the blood slowly drain out. I even forgot to call for emergency help. I missed the best time to save her.
Clarence. How could you be so cruel? Just watching my mom die. What are you doing? I didn't push you just now.
My child, you.
Clarence. Clarence, what happened?
It's my sister. She hates me to the core. She forbids me to have your child. My sister wants to harm me.
Ethan, you. I didn't do it. Do you believe me? I didn't touch her just now. She's framing me.
You wicked woman. You know full well how important this child is. The Yu family allowed her in because of the child in Clarence's womb. How could she possibly hurt herself? It was clearly you. Harboring ill intentions.
Ethan, you. Do you believe me? Things are not as she described. She really framed me.
Enough. I know, I'm the one who wronged you. Why don't you confront me instead? Why did you harm Clarence? When did you become so malicious?
I'm malicious. Ethan, you, after all this time together, don't you know what kind of person I am? Do you think Clarence Kang is such a good person? Do you know what he just said to me? She said that when my mom died, she was right there. She didn't lift a finger to save her.
So what? Your mom has been dead for a long time. Just because of that. You want to harm her and kill both her and our child. Lily Kang. You really disappointed me.
Let's go. You're coming with us. If anything happens to Clarence, I'd risk my life and never spare you. Let's go.
Let me go.
I'm letting you be vile. But if you touch my daughter, I'll teach you a lesson on behalf of your deceased mom. Stop it.
Mr. Mao.
Mr. Tsang. This is on my turf. What do you mean?
Sorry, Mr. Mao, the young lady has made a big mistake. I have no choice but to discipline her. Sorry you had to see this.
I am not in the wrong. It was Clarence Kang who framed me.
I'll tear your mouth apart, for your mouth hard. Let go of me. What are you doing? This is a family matter. It's none of your business.
In South City. There's nothing I can't get involved in.
It was this woman who first harmed my daughter. What's wrong with me seeking revenge for my daughter?
Mr. Mao. It was indeed Lily Kang just now who pushed my daughter-in-law. Hand her over to us to deal with. That should be okay, right?
I've already called the police.
Since that's the case, thank you for your efforts, Mr. Mao.
You don't know anything. On what grounds did you call the police to arrest me?
Why should I know? You can save that for the police.
Matthew Mao. Why are you treating me this?
How's the situation at the hospital?
Clarence's baby didn't make it. There was a miscarriage. Howard Yu is also from South City, a prominent figure. Sister-in-law caused the death of his grandson. I'm afraid he won't let her off easily.
Well, he needs to have the ability to do so. It's that Landi Zhao. Who messed with my people. You know what to do.
Understood. Mr. Mao.
Clarence. What's done is done. You should now take good care of yourself.
Brother Ethan, we must do it for our child. It's your call. He's a living being too. How could you bear it, sister, to kill him?
Don't worry. Mr. Mu has already handed Lily Kang over to the police.
Brother Ethan, without this child, you would still marry me, right? We can still have children, right?
If there's anything, we'll talk about it once you're better.
Okay. I'll listen to Brother Ethan.
You should eat something first. I'll come to see you later.
You reckless girl. Having an abortion is a big deal, and you didn't even discuss it with me. Now that the child is gone, how are we supposed to explain this to the Yu family?
Mom, did you really want me to have the child? Once the child is actually born, everything would be over.
But now that the child is gone, how do we explain this to the Yu family? Didn't we agree earlier to get married and get the certificate first, then think of another solution?
Do you think I could really marry into the Yu family peacefully? You've seen what Lily Tsong is like. She's determined to ruin my wedding.
But there's still Ethan Yu, isn't there?
Humph. Once my child is gone, he immediately shows his true colors. He agreed to marry me, only because I was pregnant. He couldn't defy his parents' orders.
So, what are you really thinking?
After all, the child isn't Ethan Yu's. It's worse as the months go by. What if it turns out to be a foreign-looking baby? The Yu family will definitely not let us off. It was all just to sabotage Lily Tsong's wedding. That's why I got close to Ethan Yu. What I can't have, she shouldn't get either.
Could it be you have a new target now?
Lily Tsong thought that by having a black card, she was something special. Mr. Mao is the real big shot. Previously, he personally invited me to join Prosperity. By then, will I not have the chance to get close to him?
You want to go after Matthew. But doesn't he dislike women?
What man doesn't like women? It's just that those foolish women didn't find the right approach. Isn't Ethan Yu a living example? Initially, he was head over heels in love with Lily Tsong. Eventually, wasn't he won over by me?
So, that little wench, Lily Kang, what are you planning to do?
Now that she's in.
She can never think of getting out. Who? Mr.
Mr. Mao heard that Miss Lily Kang had an incident and came personally to visit. This little token of concern, I hope you'll accept it.
Thank you.
Mr. Mao, Clarence is just an ordinary girl, yet Mr. Mao himself came all the way here. It's flattered and amazed.
Withdraw the lawsuit.
What?
Drop the charges against Lily Tsong.
Mr. Mao is here to plead for Lily Tsong. But, the person who called the police was you, wasn't it?
6 months ago, someone falsely claimed that they had lost valuable items at the clubhouse. But what she didn't know was, we had installed high-definition surveillance cameras with no blind spots.
Mr. Mao, what are you going to do now?
I've said it. Drop the lawsuit.
But... this is a family matter.
I must remind Miss Mao that joining Shengshi requires utmost integrity. I believe you understand my meaning.
Mr. Mao means, as long as I don't pursue this matter, you actually let me enter the prosperous era. That really is a bargain, for that little wench Lily Tsong. But if it falls into Howard Yu's hands, it's hard to say whether it's too late or not.
What is this place? Didn't someone call the police? Uncle Yu.
A murderer. What right do you have to call me uncle?
Murderer.
You killed my eldest grandson. How are you not a murderer?
What do you want to do?
Sign this. My eldest grandson's life will be compensated by you.
You want me to sign a confession? I won't admit to something I didn't do.
I don't care about the truth. I just want you to know, don't mess with our Yu family. Forcing you to death, it's simply outrageous. It's a piece of cake.
So it's not for Clarence that you want me to confess?
Clarence. I couldn't care less about the Kang family. It's good that the child is gone. What right does she have to bear my eldest grandson?
Let go. I won't sign.
I know you women too well. Trying to climb the ladder by having children. I allowed you to have a child. I allowed you to have a child. Come on. Mr. Yu, slow down. He really said that? Absolutely true. Lily Kang. Today. You got lucky this time. Next time. If you fall into my hands, you'll definitely have a hard time.
What are you doing here?
Want to go out? I can take you out. I can also help you get revenge. Are you willing to be bullied by them? Don't you want to? Take back what you've lost?
What is your purpose?
Purpose? All you need to do is obediently be my wife. No more talk of divorce.
Is it that simple? But you clearly have better options.
You don't need to know the reason.
2 years. We must divorce after 2 years. Clarence Kang. Lanji Zhao. What you've taken from me. I will take everything back, one by one.
Let's go home.
Mr. Mao. How did you get Clarence to drop the charges? Mr. Mao, just tell me. What are you planning to do?
If you're trying to bribe me, you should find the right way to do it.
I don't want to buy a body.
Selling myself? We are legally married, after all.
I haven't forgotten. It was you who called the police on me.
What is our relationship, then? What makes you think I would save you? You trust me that much?
You are the boss. Whatever you say goes.
Lily-san, don't think just because you've clung to someone outside, you can disgrace the Tsang family. If anything happens to your aunt, I will skin you alive.
Lanji Zhao. She also had a miscarriage.
You scoundrel, don't play dumb with me. Your Aunt Zhao was beaten and hospitalized. Who else could it be besides you?
It was your doing. Well done.
Where are you planning to go?
With such a good opportunity. Of course, I'm going to visit Lanji Zhao.
Bring Xianli along. Afterwards, he will follow you.
This ungrateful girl, just wait and see how I deal with her.
I really want to see how you're going to deal with me.
Lily-san. You still have the nerve to show up. Our Tsang family, what have we ever done to you, to deserve such betrayal in return for kindness?
Dad, don't let this upset you too much. It's always the same with her. I never thought she would cause my miscarriage. I considered our sisterly bond, and chose not to hold it against her. Then she had someone attack my mom.
You should have let her rot in jail, for life.
I wish I could, but she would need the capability to do that.
Mr. Kang, Miss Kang now, is not someone you can mess with. Get out of here.
Why should I leave? All my family is here. Why can you come here, and I can't?
Family. You caused your sister to have a miscarriage, and sent your aunt to the hospital, and you tell me we are a family. Next time, are you planning to infuriate me to death as well?
If your death could bring my mom back, I would definitely do it.
Your mom committed suicide. In this very room, no one forced her to take a knife and cut herself. Lily-san, what exactly do you want? Are you determined to tear our family apart? Are we done here?
Yes. Do you think she deserved it? Deserved to indulge your affair? Deserved to let you cheat? And then died in such an unclear manner? I shouldn't have brought you back home either. I thought you would genuinely bless me, but what happened? Your beloved daughter ended up in my bed.
Enough. Since you hate me so much, from now on, we will sever our father-daughter relationship.
What did you say?
You can leave. I'll just pretend I never had a daughter like you.
Fine. Just don't regret it.
Sister. Let's talk alone.
There's no one else here. You don't need to pretend anymore.
Sister. Congratulations. You didn't die in prison. What a pity.
You must be grinding your teeth in anger right now. I'm fine, but your child is gone. Why didn't I see Ethan you just now? Could it be because your child is gone, he doesn't want you anymore?
What does it matter? You think I really loved him? I just wanted to take what's yours. As long as you're miserable, I feel that's so satisfying.
You are really sick.
I'm sick. As long as I can outdo you, I'm willing to do anything. You better watch out.
Oh no. My phone, how did I accidentally press the record button?
Despicable, give me the phone.
Speaking of being despicable, no one can match you. The phone, forget about it.
So what if it recorded? Worst comes to worst, I'll just confront Ethan you directly. Such a man, I don't even care for him. I'm not afraid to tell you. Mr. Mao has approached me. He promised to let me enter Shengshi. Do you think, Ethan, you can even compare to Mr. Mao, to a single hair? If you come to me now and beg, maybe, when I become Mrs. Mao, I might even spare you.
Mrs. Mao. Then let's talk when you become one. Just don't let me wait until the next life. So, your condition for Clarence to drop the lawsuit was to promise her a place in Shengshi. I disagree.
I'm the president of Shengshi. I decide who gets in. I don't need to discuss it with you.
Since that's the case, I also want to join Shengshi.
It's not impossible to join the prosperous era. It depends on your performance.
Performance.
Just make me happy.
No problem. You say, how to make you happy?
Figure it out yourself.
Mr. Mao. I'll make you happy. Sorry to disturb you. You guys. Mr. Mao. You finished the meeting so quickly. There are no outsiders here now. Feel free to show your strength. Make me happy.
I'm very happy today. Call me husband.
Lily, where are you? I went to the Kang's house but didn't see you there. Your uncle said that you severed father-daughter ties. Is that true?
What does it have to do with you?
Lily, I know you hate me, but the person I've always loved is you.
So your way of loving me is by sleeping with Clarence Kang? Your love is really special.
You never let me touch you. I could only treat him as your substitute.
Don't make excuses for your infidelity. You even cheated in our marital home. Utterly shameless.
It was all her seducing me. I'm a normal man.
Stop talking. Disgusting.
Lily, I've already changed the bed in our marital home. Give me another chance. Let's start over.
You know how much I hate infidelity after my mother passed away. Don't come looking for me anymore. There's nothing. Why an intern?
I promised to get you into Shengshi. But I never specified in what capacity.
You trickster. Sleep with me and then deny it.
Since you look down on it so much, maybe we should just forget it.
An intern it is, then.
I'll have Xinli take you shopping for some clothes. I'll cover all the expenses. Consider it a welcome gift from your husband. For your new job.
Steven, I thought you wouldn't come back.
How could I not? I couldn't bear to leave you.
Clarence can. You switch men so quickly.
Lily Song, are you stalking me?
Stalking you? You're not worth it. Now you steal men openly, daring to do it, but not daring to be seen.
This is the Lily Tsang you mentioned.
Yes, it's her. I became like this, all because of her. Also, our child, she caused their death too.
That child was his.
Since we've met today, it's time to settle things properly with you. Are you okay? Sister-in-law, you wretched woman, and you even have an accomplice. What kind of skill is it to bully a woman? Today, I'll teach you a lesson in humanity. Don't say I didn't warn you. I am the champion of the underground boxing ring. If you beg for mercy now, I might make it quick for you. If we're going to fight, let's fight. Stop wasting words.
Steven, how are you doing? Lily Song, don't push me too far.
Weren't you the ones who started it?
Don't think that having a random man to back you up makes you incredible. I'm having a hard time, and I won't let you have it easy either. Brother Ethan, sister won't accept this. Here's your phone. She's got a new boyfriend now.
I don't believe it. I need her to tell me herself.
Brother Ethan, don't you trust me? I saw it with my own eyes at the mall. She was all lovey-dovey with Xin Li. Otherwise, how could she possibly get a black card? She must have climbed into Xin Li's bed to get it.
Shut up, stop talking.
Brother Ethan, we're about to get married. What's this about now?
Clarence, you're a good girl. But the one I've always liked has always been your sister.
Brother Ethan, you don't want me anymore? Is it because I didn't protect our child well enough?
Let's call off the wedding. Just consider it my fault.
Lily Song, I won't let you.
You all wait and see.
Lin Shi. Did Mr. Mao go to the Mo family banquet?
Mr. Mao, he.
I got it. Could you help me move my luggage from the master bedroom to the guest room?
Let's wait for Mr. Mao to come back before deciding.
If I ask you to move it, you move it. You won't move it, will you? Fine, I'll move it myself.
Lin Shi, explain this to me. What does this mean?
Today, Ethan Yu came looking for my sister-in-law, and now she has moved to the guest room. Also,
What do you mean by that?
What could it possibly mean? Just making some space for you guys.
Making space. Ethan Yu came back looking for you. What about it? Haven't you suffered enough humiliation before? Just a flick of their finger, and you're ready to jump at it?
What's it to you? You think besides this, I have nowhere else to stay?
That's not what I meant.
I don't care what you meant. After all, we are not a real married couple. When you marry Miss Mo, whether it's with Ethan Yu or some other man, it's none of your business.
Are you jealous?
I'm not jealous at all.
Then you can leave. Go ahead.
I knew it. You say you won't divorce. But deep down, you just can't wait for me to leave. Let go. You're shameless. Hello. I'm the new intern, Lily Kang. Why is it you?
I am Matthew Mao, the design director personally appointed by the boss. From now on, I will be your direct supervisor. Don't worry. I will take good care of you in the future. Stop right there.
What now? You have another one in your belly. Trying to pull the same trick again, and then count it on me.
You. Sister, don't forget, I can now fire you at any time.
Just try me.
Miss Kang, these flowers are from Mr. Welcome to join Shenshi.
Please tell Mr. Mao that someday, I will personally invite him for a meal. Sister, you don't really think that because your surname is Song, these flowers were meant for you, do you?
That scumbag Matthew Mao, HMPH.
What a Clarence song. Daring to seduce Matthew Mao. And even managed to get Matthew to send her flowers.
Miss Mo, a week ago, Mr. Mu went to the hospital to visit Miss Clarence Kang.
The hospital. You better not tell me it's the maternity ward. Get out.
Yes.
Bitch. I'll let you be arrogant for a few more days. Once you're on my turf, I'll make sure to treat you well.
Mr. Mao,
What are you doing here?
to express my gratitude, I'd like to take you out for a meal. I'm not sure if Mr. Mao is available.
I'm not available. The company in a couple of days is hosting a designer competition. Winning means you can represent the company is participating in Fashion Week. At that time, I will host a celebration party for you.
Really?
Clarence Song. You really have impressed me. Don't worry. I assure you that your fate will be worse than those women.
You went to bed so early.
Don't touch me.
Is it because I made Clarence your boss that you're upset?
You should leave now. I want to be alone for a while.
Whatever. Xan Lee.
Mr. Mao, you say.
Do women have a few days every month when they...
Mr. Mao. Yesterday, when you sent someone to deliver flowers to Miss Clarence Kang, your sister-in-law saw it. And now the whole company is talking about you and Miss Clarence Kang. It's not an ordinary relationship.
So that's how it is. The little vinegar jar has tipped over again. Let's go. Let's go home.
What's the deal between you and that woman?
Since when did the eldest brother become so nosy?
I'm just trying to remind you. If you really like her, you should keep it low-key.
You don't need to meddle in my affairs.
After all these years. Haven't you let go yet?
What right do you have to tell me to let go? You're still alive and well, sitting right here. But what about my aunt? She's dead. How did she die? You know it better than anyone.
Matthew.
Matthew. I don't expect you to forgive me. I just hope you don't repeat my mistakes.
You don't need to worry about my affairs. You can't even manage your own. You have no right to lecture me.
Matthew. About what happened back then. I owe you an apology. But the person who killed your aunt, was it really me?
Lily Tsang.
What do you want? Let me tell you, I haven't forgiven you yet. You've been drinking.
I'm sorry, honey. Please, don't leave me.
Let go of me first.
No. I will never let go of you in my life.
You let go first. I'll go get you some sobering medicine. If you take it, I'll agree to one condition of yours.
Really?
What are you doing? How did you get drunk, and acting like a hooligan? I'm going to run a bath for you.
You promised me one thing.
You said.
Never leave me.
Stop right there. You've got some nerve. Now that you see me, can you pretend not to see it?
If you have something to say it directly.
What's with that attitude? Having a home but not returning.
Home? If I remember correctly, I was kicked out a long time ago, wasn't I?
I'm not going to argue with you. I came to you for just one thing. What about Clarence? He's a sensible child. He knows you like Ethan Yu, and he called off the engagement voluntarily. What about Ethan Yu? He also intends to reconcile with you.
So, do you want me to continue being with him? Initially, Ethan Yu and I were about to get married. Clarence Kang just swooped in and took him away. Now that she doesn't want him anymore, you want me to take him back? What do you think I am?
Weren't you the one desperately wanting to be with Ethan before? Clarence even suffered a miscarriage because of this. Now you've got what you wanted. What more do you want?
If I'm not mistaken, it's Ethan Yu who refuses to invest in the Kang family, right? All for that bit of business. You finally remembered that. You have a daughter like me to use.
You.
Do you have any other methods besides hitting people?
Even if you don't consider my feelings. This is still the business your mother left behind. Can't you put in a bit more effort?
You want me to put effort into selling your daughter? You really have a knack for calculations. You should at least have the right attitude when asking for help.
What exactly do you want? You, out there, hooking up with some random men, haven't helped the Tsang family at all. Otherwise, why would I have you marry Ethan Yu?
Why should I help the Kang family? Do I need to remind you? We've already disowned each other. If you're capable.
Never return to the Tsang family.
Lily. I've been waiting for you for a long time. I know you don't want to see me, but in terms of previous relationships, let's have a proper talk.
There's nothing left for us to talk about.
Don't you have any interest in the Kang family business that your mother left behind?
I'd rather see the Kang family go bankrupt and rot away than to let those disgusting people benefit. Besides, I have no connection with them anymore.
Lily.
What are you doing?
Today is my birthday. Join me for one last meal. After that, I definitely won't come again to bother you.
Mr. Mao.
It's so late. Why is Miss Tsang still at the office?
Modifying designs. I lost track of time. Mr. Mao. I've always been curious. My design skills are mediocre. Why did you choose me?
There are many excellent designers. But the person I like is only one.
But Miss Mo is engaged to you. I come from a humble background. How can I compare to her?
Just a MO family. I don't even care about them. To avoid arousing suspicion in the company.
I heard your conversation with Clarence just now. I heard everything. Tell me, if your uncle, who is also your father, found out about this, what would he do? You know your father best, isn't it? Even your aunt couldn't escape from his grasp back then. Do you think a young Clarence Song could survive from your father's hands?
You're welcome to try.
Matthew Mao, you must remember, I am your fiancé. Arranged by our parents. You can't escape it.
Over these years, the women whose lives were ruined by you, were they also arranged by our parents?
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. I don't mind making your evidence public.
For that woman, you would actually treat me like this? Clarence Song. What do you think you are?
Lily, we used to come to this restaurant often. Do you remember?
Just say what you want to say. Ethan, you. Avoiding it won't help. It's impossible for us now.
Lily. I know, you won't trust me again. But I truly loved only you. I never thought about marrying Clarence.
How come? You don't care now about the eldest grandson of the Yu family who died because of me? You came to see me, aren't you afraid your parents will find out?
They only have me as their son. As long as you give me a child, and give them a grandchild, they won't mind what happened before.
Ethan, you, aren't you being ridiculous? I am a person, not a breeding tool. Besides, I won't have a child with you.
Lily, you're still angry, aren't you?
Do you know that your dad once imprisoned me, used extrajudicial punishment on me, and forced me to confess? Do you think I can still accept you?
But you're still okay now, aren't you? About my dad, he just couldn't bring himself to do it. Give me another chance, I'm begging you.
It's not a big mistake. Everything deserves forgiveness. Besides, cheating just once is not the same as countless times.
Lily Kang. You're really despicable.
Ethan, you. What are you going to do?
What am I going to do? You'll know soon enough. Lily Kang, I thought you were a pure and innocent woman. I've always refrained from touching you. But it turns out, you're also a whore who can't stand loneliness. You accuse me of betraying you, but aren't you doing the same, sleeping with another man?
Ethan, you, calm down a bit. If you do anything to me, you'll definitely regret it.
Regret? I only regret not getting to you sooner. If others can, so can I.
Ethan, you, let go of me. Ethan, you. I'm begging you, please don't be like this.
Beg me? When you were with other men, at that time, did you beg them like this too?
Ethan, you.
Stop crying. A slut is just being pretentious.
Don't touch me.
Lily-san, it's me. It's okay now. It's okay now.
Who dares to mess up my good time? Mr. Moo. Mr. Moo, what is this about? Am I not allowed to be intimate with my fiancé? Are you going to interfere with that too?
Don't be afraid, I'm here.
Lily Kang, get over here now.
Young Master Yu, there's something I need to correct. Lily-san. She is now my wife.
Impossible. Isn't Lily Kang with Sin Lee, together? Could it be that the person she's climbed up to is you? Mr. Moo. For a woman, it's not worth it, right?
Matthew Mao, don't beat someone to death. For such a person, it's not worth it.
Stay away from her in the future. Oh, right. Our relationship, if others find out.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to meet Ethan you. I didn't expect him to.
I didn't expect it. What were you thinking? Have you forgotten who you are? Who allowed you to meet other men outside?
I just wanted to have closure with him.
Do you know what would have happened if I had been a bit later? What could have happened? I can save you this time, but what about next time?
There won't be a next time. I won't dare to do it again.
Don't provoke me. You can't quench my anger.
I'm still injured.
You know that and still dare to provoke me? It's okay.
Hey! Isn't this the copycat? And you still have the nerve to show up at the company.
What do you mean?
Just take a look and you'll see. Publicly shameless. How dare you plagiarize Clarence's gang?
Clarence Kang,
What? You have something to do with me?
you thief. I clearly designed this. How did it become yours?
So what? Do you think people will believe you or believe me? Besides, Mr. Mao has got my back.
Actually, I'm curious. My fiancé, why would he support you?
Miss M.O. Simply because Mr. Mao likes me. Even though you are his fiancé, Mr. Mao has made it clear that he doesn't really care about you.
Men always crave something new. There are also occasional sweet words and phrases. Wildflowers are just temporarily fragrant. Lily Tsong, right. You just said this design is yours.
Lily Tsong. You have no evidence, so stop spouting nonsense. If you're incapable, you should just leave. How dare you hit me?
So what if I did? I'm telling you, if you're stupid, you should read more. Who says I don't have evidence?
Impossible, how could you?
With your limited design skills. I knew it, you would definitely keep an eye on me. That's why I installed cameras early on. Just waiting for you to fall into the trap.
Bitch, how dare you scheme against me? Ms. M.O., I advise you not to meddle. Otherwise, you won't be able to explain yourself to Mr. Mao.
I am recognized by the Mao family as Mr. Mao's fiancé. What are you, just a whore who climbs into beds?
Mr. Mao won't let you off.
I really want to see if he would offend me just for your sake. And offend the Mo family behind me. You're fired now. Leave Xingshi immediately.
What exactly is your relationship with Clarence Kang?
Do you think I need to explain myself to you? Crying at any moment. I really can't criticize you now.
After all, you have Molly Mo as your fiancé. And you're still entangled with that woman, Clarence Kang. So why do you care about what I do?
You won't even admit that you're jealous. A coquettish young girl. Today, at the company, such a big incident happened, and I didn't blame you. Now you're questioning me.
What do you mean? You're defending that woman, Clarence Kang. I don't know about Mr. Mao, he's being sentimental everywhere now, and now he's making things difficult for his wife because of his mistress.
Let's talk nicely. I intended for Clarence to be your target. But look at you. You went straight into Molly's line of fire.
Target? What do you mean?
Molly is not as simple as she appears, not at all. She's extremely cunning. Ever since we were young. Any woman who got close to me ended up in a terrible situation.
So, you sending flowers to Clarence is meant to make everyone speculate about your relationship. Forcing Molly to go after Clarence.
Not too stupid, I guess.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that you did all this for me. Matthew Mao. I've always wanted to ask you. Why did you choose to marry me?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Actually, I've always been allergic to women. Do you remember the time you almost drowned 6 years ago?
You were the one who saved me then. So you chose me, because you don't mind my being close. If that's the case, then let's each take what we need.
Each take what we need.
I'll sleep with you. And then you give me money, and help me take revenge.
Is that what you think?
What else? If you're willing to give me the entire Mao family, I wouldn't mind. Lily Kang. It's time to wake up from your dream. He doesn't love you at all.
What? The hospital.
I thought you would only show up after I was dead and gone.
If you keep tormenting me like this, I think I won't be far from death.
Tormenting. It's all for you, my unfilial son. If you had married Molly Mo earlier, I would have been enjoying my blessings by now.
You want me to marry Molly Mo? Just so you can control me better, right? Let me tell you, I will never marry Molly Mo in this lifetime. You might as well give up.
You
don't need to scare me. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
You unfilial child. If I had known it would come to this, I would have told your mother not to give birth to you.
You don't deserve to mention my mother.
Just what do you want from this matter, that you hate me so much? I raised you. Now that you've grown strong, you dare to lecture your own father.
I will never forgive you in this lifetime. The death of my mother, the death of my aunt, I remember them very clearly. Even if you die, you can't atone for your sins.
How many times have I told you about your mother's death? It was an accident. It has nothing to do with me. Moreover, even if I were to die, your mom wouldn't come back to life.
My mom's death wasn't an accident. It was murder. You killed her. And her unborn child. You just carry the label of a murderer. For the rest of your life.
You. Get out of here. You get out of here. You're not here to visit the sick. You're here to take my life.
Yes. You're right. But I won't let you die that easily. I will personally destroy everything you care about, bit by bit.
No matter what, you must marry Molly Mo.
In your dreams.
That woman, her name is Lily Tsang, right? Do you think I really don't know anything? I know you're not afraid of me, but crushing a woman, this old man, is still capable of doing that. Back in the day, I dealt with your elder brother, and now, I can handle you too. I am the son of Matthew Mao. And all I can do is obey. Even if I have to sit in a wheelchair for life.
I am not my elder brother. If you dare touch a single hair on Lily Tsang, I will make sure you have no place to rest in death. You better take my words to heart.
Let's stick to the point. I don't have time to be here, watching you put on a show.
Lily, we've come here this time to discuss Clarence's matter. There must be some misunderstanding here.
Misunderstanding? Misunderstanding, my dear sister, accusing me of plagiarism.
Lily Tsang, don't get too worked up.
Lily, after all, Clarence is your own sister. We're all family here. Let's not take things too far.
So, what do you expect me to do?
I think you should hold a press conference. Admit it to everyone that you plagiarized Clarence's work. As her older sister, what's wrong with letting her have this?
Ridiculous. Why should her innocence be regarded as such, while my innocence is treated as if it's nothing?
Clarence is different from you. You now cling to a wealthy man, someone to take care of you, but Clarence is the hope of our Tsang family. You've already caused her to have a miscarriage, and now she can't enter the Yu family. How can you now still want to ruin her entire career? Are you going to destroy everything?
I will destroy her. Everything is her own fault. You really know how to twist the truth.
Lily, everything is my fault, no matter what. Just state your demands, as long as you spare Clarence.
Mom.
Get down on your knees.
What did you say?
Weren't you the one coming after me? Didn't you tell me to spare Clarence? I told you to kneel.
How dare you, Lily-san? She is your elder. You're making her kneel before you. Aren't you afraid of being struck by lightning?
If heaven really had eyes, you would have been struck dead by now. So, will you kneel or not? I'm a person who has little patience. Maybe I'll change my mind soon.
I kneel.
Mom.
Nunji.
Lily Kang. It's all my daughter's fault. Please, let her go.
Kowtowing.
Lily-san, don't go too far.
Am I going too far? Everything I've done to her is nothing compared to what you did to my mother.
I'll cow down.
Mom.
Lily Kang. I'm sorry for how I treated you and your daughter. I apologize. The demands you made, I've already fulfilled them. Can we hold the press conference now?
When did I ever say that? The press conference is about to start.
Are you playing me?
Lily-san, I'm going to kill you.
Lily-san. Our Tsung family. How did we ever produce such a vicious creature like you?
Can't handle it anymore, huh? Your beloved daughter was just insisting that she wanted to kill me.
Enough. Since you refuse to help with Clarence's matter, then other matters, you can at least share some of the burden, right?
I knew it. You're so selfish. How could you possibly come just for Clarence?
Now, the Yu family has withdrawn their investment. So you see.
I don't have money.
Don't you have Mr. Lee? Even if you don't, he does. Right, Mr. Lee. Not much. Just 10 million.
Have you no shame? Anyone who didn't know better would think you're selling your daughter.
We raised you all these years, and now asking for 10 million is too much. Besides, Mr. Lee hasn't even spoken yet, and here you are, making a fuss first. Always siding with outsiders. 10 million. Really isn't a lot. But it's my money. It's all up to Lily Kang. Only if she agrees. What? You, a grown man, actually entrust your money to this young girl. As long as she likes it, no matter how much it costs, it's okay.
This vixen, what exactly has she fed you to bewitch you like this?
Sure. If you don't shut up now, you won't get this 10 million.
Alright, you tell me, how can we get this 10 million?
I'm not saying it's impossible to give it to you, but there's one condition.
What condition?
I want the company 60% of the shares.
Impossible. All our shares are fully allocated now. Where would you get 60%?
I've done the math. Landi Zhao's combined with Clarence's. Exactly 60%.
Lily Kang, are you trying to kill us, mother and daughter?
Landi Zhao, you seem to have forgotten. This company was originally founded by my mother. You've occupied it for many years. It's time to give it back.
Lily-san, just give up on this idea. Dad will never agree to your terms.
Really? Lily-san, shares, you should just forget about it.
All right then. Since that's the case, then don't linger around here anymore. Let's go.
We should leave.
It should have been this way long ago. Let's go.
Sister-in-law, this.
Don't worry. They will come back. Matthew Mao, when did you come back?
Why did you just get back now? I missed you so much.
Matthew Mao, have you been drinking? You need to get up first.
Lily. Do you love me?
You drank too much. Let's talk about it tomorrow. Matthew Mao. You need to get up first. You're too heavy.
Why don't you love me?
Why should I love you? You're both wild and bossy. And you always give me attitude.
So, what should I do? You can only like me.
Whether I like you or not, does it matter to you? After all, I'm just one of the tools you don't despise.
So in your heart, this is what you think of me? Fine. Then I'll do as you wish.
Let go of me. Matthew Mao, you let go of me first. You let go of me.
I won't let go. I'll never let go in this lifetime.
Matthew Mao. What gives you the right to treat me this way?
Drink the milk. If you don't drink it, I'll do it again.
Is it okay now? I want a divorce.
I drank too much yesterday. It won't happen again.
I've said it. Divorce.
I don't agree.
You keep me by your side, isn't it just to fulfill your physical needs? Divorce then. Your tactics, Mr. Mao, allow you to do whatever you want. I, Lily Kang, can't escape from the palm of your hand.
Is this how you think of me?
What else then? You said it yourself. You're allergic to other women. Keeping me around is just for doing such things. Why do you treat me this way? Ethan, you bullied me too. The Kang family bullied me as well. Until I met you. I thought you were different from them. But in the end.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I'm the jerk.
You don't even like me, why do you still force me?
Who told you I don't like you?
You mean? You like me?
I like you. So, do you like me?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, huh?
What else then? I just broke up with Ethan you. If I really liked you that much, then it really would be a woman as fickle as water.
From now on, you're not allowed to mention other men in front of me. Did you hear that? Song.
What are you doing here? Who did you think it was? Clarence Song.
It's none of your business. If you're here about the wedding, I've made myself clear. I'm not going to marry you.
I know you don't want to marry me. It's because of Clarence Song, isn't it? But she's already gone. No one can stop us now. Moreover, you wouldn't want to offend the Mo family because of her, right?
After being a subordinate for so long. Acting like you own the place, huh? Just a minor Mao family. I've never even considered them important.
After all, you still can't let go of that despicable Clarence Song, can you? How am I inferior to her? Why have you never even glanced back at me?
Don't you know? Because you're Mao family. We're accomplices in the murder of my mother. How are things going?
We're in the final stages now.
Speed up the process. I don't want any mishaps.
It's been so long, and you can't even handle one man. How did the Mao family end up with such a failure like you?
Dad, why do you blame everything on me? Matthew Mao refuses to marry me because of his mother's death, which is related to you.
Shut your mouth. Where do you get the courage to defy me? I advise you, you'd better secure Matthew Mao quickly. The Mo family doesn't support useless people.
But he is in love with that wretch, Clarence Song. What can I do?
Hurry up and take care of it. It's not the first time we've dealt with such matters.
But Matthew Mao has already warned me.
Enough. What are you afraid of? If the sky falls, I'll support it for you. If I can't marry into the Mao family, in the future, will our Mo family still have a place in the prosperous era?
I understand.
Mr. Mao, I've been waiting for you.
What's the matter?
I couldn't get through to your phone. And I didn't know where to find you. So I had no choice but to wait here.
What do you need me for?
Mr. Mao, that bitch Lily Tsong framed me. She got me kicked out of Xingshi. Now you're the only one who can help me.
What do you want me to do for you?
Mr. Mao. I want you to kick Lily Tsong out of Xingshi as well. A dirty woman like her doesn't deserve to stay in your company.
Dirty woman.
Mr. Mao, you might not know yet. Lily Tsong climbed into your subordinate's bed, that of Xian Li. She seduced Xian Li so much that he listens to everything she says.
So, you just want to drive her out of the prosperous era?
If possible. I wish she would disappear from my sight forever.
You want to kill her?
I did want to kill her before, but now, killing her would be letting her off too easily. Rather than letting her off the hook, I'd rather make her life a living hell.
How so?
I want to ruin her reputation completely, scar her face, and then find a gang of thugs to take turns dealing with her, so she never dares to face me again, strutting around with arrogance. Mr. Mao, rest assured. As long as you hand Lily Tsong over to me, I won't dirty your hands. Once those men have their way, I'll dump her in the wilderness. No one will know.
Do you understand the consequences of doing this?
As long as it destroys Lily Tsong, no matter the cost, I don't care. Mr. Mao. Since I was young, my mother taught me that using extraordinary means is acceptable, if it gets you what you want. I think, Mr. Mao, you probably understand this better than I do.
What's in it for me, then?
Mr. Mao, you can rest assured, I won't let your help go in vain. Tonight, Suite 808 awaits you.
Where are you?
Meeting with a client.
Mr. Mao, about this matter, what are your thoughts? Waiting for you.
The fish has taken the bait. Keep an eye on Suite 808 at the club. By the way, Molly and Mo might make a move. Make sure to keep the evidence. Sniffing around like a little dog, aren't you? Enough of it. It's only been a day, and you're already so eager.
I'm not eager, just what? Stop acting like a hooligan here. Are those women outside not enough for you?
When have I had other women?
I saw it all. You were with Clarence Kang in the parking lot, and you lied to me about meeting a client.
You saw that?
You liar. Just last night in bed, you said you liked me. And the moment you got out of bed, you changed your tune.
It's not what you think. She needed my help with something.
What could she possibly need you for? If not to seduce you. You.
It seems I haven't been satisfying you enough. You still have the energy to make wild guesses. Fine. From now on, I pay.
Lily Kang. Lily Kang, you're finally here. It was all my fault before. I hope you can forgive my petty mistakes. Please don't hold it against me. I was misled by Clarence Kang. I only found out this morning from the news. She turns out to be such a woman, lewd and despicable.
What news?
You don't know? Oh, let me tell you. The scenes were simply unbearable to watch. Clarence Kang was at a hotel, fooling around with another man. And not just one.
Lily Tsong, you need to come back to me right now. You've let your sister end up like this. I swear I'll skin you alive.
I didn't do this. I only just found out about it myself.
Stop pretending. Don't I know exactly what you're capable of? How can you be so malicious? Arranging for men to gang rape her. Regardless, she's still your own sister.
I've told you, I have nothing to do with this.
How can you be so heartless?
Lily Tsong. You little wretch, get out here now.
Auntie. This is not the place for you to cause a scene.
This is not the place for you to cause a scene. What, Auntie? Get out of my way. Lily Tsong. You shrink-headed turtle. Have the guts to do it but not to own up. Huh? You've caused Clarence so much harm. You venomous woman.
This has nothing to do with me.
Can't even keep your man in check. And you blame it on our Clarence.
Landi Jiao, stop twisting the truth here.
We've overlooked all these things. But to think. You'd resort to such filthy tactics. To harm our innocent Clarence, and turn her into what she is now.
I'm endangering her life. The very person who keeps saying they want to kill me is Clarence Kang.
Nonsense. I'll tear your mouth up.
This is the company. If you keep causing a scene, I'll call security.
I'm causing a scene precisely because it's the company. What, are you afraid everyone will find out about your shameful deeds? Everyone. Please judge this for me. I am Clarence Kang's mother, and also Lily Kang's stepmother.
I never expected that they are half-sisters sharing the same father. No wonder previously, Lily was determined to drive Clarence out of Shengshi.
Lily doesn't want me to talk about this here, but I insist on speaking out. She's a person who has lost all her morals. She's jealous of our Clarence's excellence. Not only did you ruin her marriage, but you also drove her out of the company. And that's not all. Lily Kang hooked up with some guy outside. She came back and turned the whole house upside down. She even forced me to cow down.
I can't believe Lily Tsang is such a person. It's really terrifying. It's so terrifying.
Are you trying to kill our entire family?
I don't want to argue with you. If you want to stay here, then stay. I'm leaving.
You're not allowed to leave. She's hitting someone. Everyone, come and see. She's hitting someone.
You and your daughter are really the same. Your methods of framing people are exactly alike. Everyone's getting cheekier by the minute.
What nonsense are you spouting?
It was clearly Clarence Kang who climbed into my fiancé's bed. As for that child, she actually had it with a foreigner. Then she framed me. And you dare to say I harmed her?
What nonsense are you talking about?
Mr. Mao.
What are you doing? Hurry up and drag them out.
Mr. I am Clarence Kang's mother. Aren't you the one who likes our Clarence the most?
You have no right to speak here.
Who are you?
Interesting. You've even approached Matthew Mao for your daughter. Didn't you check who I am beforehand? Who I am?
I don't care who you are. Our Clarence has Mr. Mu to back him up.
I'm Matthew Mao's fiancé. Matthew probably doesn't have time. I don't care about Clarence Tsang's trivial matters. If you have anything to say, just say it to me.
Look. There's news about Clarence again. The main character of the nude photo scandal's disgrace escalates, dating multiple men at the same time. Her personal life is a mess.
Now she's totally done for.
Matthew Mao. This ruined and fallen woman, I wonder how she'll ever enter the doors of the Mao family again.
Drag her out, and never let her in again. All of you, get lost. Is this how you complete the task I entrusted to you?
I'm sorry, Mr. Mao. I've already had people arranged in the suite in advance, but unexpectedly, Miss Mo hijacked them halfway.
About Clarence Kang. Did you do it? Your silence is an admission. It was really you.
Isn't this what you wanted? After how they treated you? You still have secrets from them?
I'm not feeling sorry for her. She got what she deserved. But why did you have to hire someone? There were so many other ways to punish and teach her a lesson. Why did you choose the most despicable method? Matthew Mao. I've realized that I truly can't understand you anymore. It's like I've never really known the real you.
Mr. Mao. Clarence Kang committed suicide.
Don't. Who are you? What do you want to do?
What do you want? You'll find out soon.
Don't touch me with your dirty hands.
Not allowed to touch. Just wait. Still using these hands to make you feel comfortable and happy. There will be a time when you beg me. Brothers, go ahead.
Please, let me go. What you're doing is illegal. Don't. What you're doing is illegal.
The victim's lower body was severely torn, even damaging the uterus. She had a miscarriage not long ago. And now she can't get pregnant anymore.
Clarence. Don't let your thoughts run wild. As long as you're alive. That's the best thing.
Lily Tsong, it must be that bitch Lily Tsong. She's the one who ruined me. I will definitely not let her off the hook.
Clarence Kang. Clarence Kang.
Mister, you? Why are you here?
I treated you like a daughter-in-law of the Yu family. I never expected you to be such a disgraceful woman. Tell the truth, is the child in your stomach Ethan Yu's? You've been involved with so many people, and you still claim that you're carrying the Yu family's eldest grandson.
Mr. Yu, this is all a misunderstanding. Clarence has been framed. It's all because of that vile Lily Kang.
Really? Clarence Kang. The first time we slept together, you drugged me and set it all up, didn't you? You tell me. The child in your belly, is it really mine? Do you want to marry me, because you like me, or just to take me away from Lily's hands?
What does it matter if the child isn't yours? After all, the child is already gone. You didn't marry me. And Lily Tsong, that little bitch, is living a happy life with a rich man. She's living the good life. You and I are both losers.
You deserve what's happening now. It's entirely self-inflicted. You've harmed my son like this, making our Yu family the laughingstock of South City. I won't let you off.
You all only dare to confront me. With things turning out this way, is Lily Tsong not involved? If you dare, go find her.
You're simply a shrew. Unreasonable.
Get out. All of you, get out. Out. You bunch of useless fools. If you had just killed Lily Tsong earlier, would I have ended up like this? It's all your fault. I will definitely make Lily Tsong pay. No place to bury you when you're dead. I'll make all of you who mocked me go to hell with Lily Tsong. Die, all of you.
Ethan Yu. Let's go. Yu Kang family have been making a fool out of our Yu family. Just you wait.
How's it going?
She has already been rescued. There's no danger to her life now.
These days, let Xin stay with you. You shouldn't go out recently.
You don't need to worry about it. If it weren't for you, things wouldn't have turned out like this.
Sister-in-law. Mr. Mao is also doing this for your good.
For my good. I think what's good for me is for my good. This is like putting me under house arrest.
I just want to ensure your safety.
Matthew Mao, you're really scaring me. You're using all your cunning and schemes. It's all been spent on me. What do you think I am? A pet for you to play with at will?
Xin. Keep an eye on her.
Matthew Mao. We sleep together every day. But only now have I realized that I seem to have never truly understood the real you. You are always so high and mighty, manipulating everyone in the palm of your hand. I'm so tired. I don't want to try to understand you anymore.
Mr. Mao. The person who hurt Clarence Kang has been controlled by us, and we have obtained the evidence.
Understood.
It's just that Miss Mo this time has gone too far compared to before. She must have had the backing of the Mo family. If the Mo family intervenes again this time, on behalf of the old master.
This time, we must bring down the Mo family. I won't let Lily-tsang suffer even the slightest harm.
Dad, what should we do? Do you think they might have already fallen into Matthew Mao's hands? Will they betray me?
Shut your mouth. You're good for nothing, just a bumbling idiot. I asked you to take care of them, not to cause such a big scene.
What was I supposed to do? I've never seen Matthew Mao care so much about a woman. Only if this woman is ruined. Can we cut off her all possible ties with the Mao family?
You're ruining yourself. You must be hoping for Matthew Mao's downfall. So, you've got something on me, huh?
It's not the same, Dad. Besides, she's just a girl from a humble family. At worst, we'll just spend a bit more money this time and settle the matter.
What do you want me to say about you?
Isn't there still Lily-tsang? Blaming everything on Lily-tsang. They can't do anything to me.
Alright, what's done is done. What's most important now is to finalize the matter between you and Matthew Mao.
How do we finalize it? He's currently so averse to the Mo family. Now you won't even give me a proper look.
You're a woman. Do I really need to teach you what to do? Find an opportunity and turn the raw rice into cooked rice. By then, he'll have to acknowledge it. If he doesn't, he'll still have to.
Xin Lin. So wherever I go, you're going to follow?
Mr. Mao ordered this. I must complete it.
You've been by his side for so long. What do you think of him?
Mr. Mao is a good man. Sister-in-law, actually, Mr. Mao is a pitiful person. When he was a child, his mother passed away. It was his aunt who raised him single-handedly. However, later on, the eldest Mao brother was involved in a scandal with the aunt. Not long after, the aunt died in a car accident.
What? The eldest Mao brother and his aunt?
The eldest brother was adopted, so there was no blood relation with the aunt.
So, was the death of his aunt an accident?
Well, it's better for Mr. Mao to tell you himself. Sister-in-law, hold on tight.
What's going on?
We are being followed. Hurry up.
Speak. What's your purpose in looking for me?
Matthew Mao. Do you really have to treat me this way? Fine. Then I'll get straight to the point. Those 3 people. Are they with you?
Yes.
Matthew Mao. What exactly do you want?
Don't you know? I thought you understood what I mean.
Matthew Mao. I don't understand. What's so bad about marrying me? Besides me, the whole South City, no one is worthy of you.
Wasn't I clear enough?
Yes. But all that is the elder's business. What does it have to do with me? We just close the door and live our own little life. In this world, no one loves you more than I do. No one treats you better than I do.
Did your father ever tell you how my mother died?
Wasn't it from complications during childbirth?
That night, I saw with my own eyes my mother being tormented by excruciating pain. In that small, dark room, I couldn't find anyone to help. I was just 6 years old. I helped her give birth.
How could this happen?
My mother literally died in agony right before my eyes. 2 lives were lost. And you're still telling me to marry you.
I will compensate the Mo family on your behalf.
What's wrong with marrying you? Because every time I see you, I'm reminded of my mother's death. I want to kill you.
But I'm innocent. I don't know anything.
Innocent. Ever since I was young. The women who disappeared from my life wouldn't think I'm innocent. You made me realize that a woman can also be so vicious.
Vicious. You actually call me vicious. Then why don't you mention those women who had wild thoughts, trying to compete with me for you? I was just helping them see their true status. Am I wrong?
So you think you can just send men to ruin them?
So what? They deserve it. They knew you were engaged, yet they still approached you. They deserve it.
You're not just malicious. You're also delusional.
Matthew Mao, oh Matthew Mao, you still don't understand. The predicament they're in, it's all because of you. You're the real culprit. If you hadn't let them get close to you, none of this would have happened to them. I know. You've collected evidence about me. But what does that matter? They wouldn't dare sue me, unless they don't care about their families. Alive.
Now you admit it quite quickly.
So what if I admit it? Look at what I've become now. It's all thanks to you. All this time, everyone has been telling me that I would be your wife, Matthew Mao Mao. Everything I've done, my entire life has been for you. Matthew Mao. 26 years, a full 26 years, and you've never once looked at me. Gradually, I've turned myself into a devil. Where are you going, Matthew Mao? Matthew Mao. Do you think that capturing those 3 people will solve everything? So Clarence Song can just walk into your house? I'm telling you, it's impossible. Clarence Song is just a promiscuous bitch. A bitch, did you hear that? She will never enter the doors of your Mao family. Never. Will she be able to?
Originally, I just wanted you to call off the engagement. But now, I want to personally send you to prison. Oh, and you seem to have forgotten something. What they don't dare to do, I dare to do.
Over there. Sister-in-law, are you all right?
I might not be able to walk anymore. You go first.
I'll carry you. You can still run pretty well. Why don't you run then? Who sent you guys? This matter doesn't concern you. Hand over this woman to us. We won't make it difficult for you. What if I don't? Then don't blame us for being rude. Sister-in-law.
Xin Li.
Stop struggling, we are just following orders. You guys are the old man's people. Now that you know, Miss Tsang, please go ahead. No, the sister-in-law can't leave.
I'll go with you.
Lily Tsang is in my hands. Lily Tsang, it's in my hands.
It seems that last time, you didn't take my words to heart.
It was you who didn't take my words to heart, right?
What do you want to do?
I heard you want Molly M.O. to go to jail. Molly M.O. is the one I've chosen. As the Mao family's daughter-in-law, you're slapping me in the face. You should understand what I mean.
You want me to let her go?
Not letting her go is also an option. This Miss Tsang, with her delicate skin and tender flesh, can it withstand such devastation? Well, I can't guarantee that.
You must not harm her.
I'm giving you 1 day. Matthew Mao, whether it's Molly M.O. or the M.O. family, without my permission, you better not touch any of my people. What I say goes.
Where is Lily Tsang?
Mr. Mao, the master has given you 1 day. That means just 1 day. You should go back.
I need to see him. Butler Zhou, it's not 10 years ago anymore. When my aunt passed away, I advised you not to test my patience.
Test your patience. So what? Unfilial child, for a woman of low status, do you still intend to force your way through?
Where is she? I want to see her.
Once you release the Mo family, naturally, I will release her.
I want to see her right now.
Over one woman. Are you really challenging your own father? What's wrong with Molly Mo? In what way isn't she better than that woman with the surname Song?
Molly Mo doesn't compare at all. She has the heart of a venomous snake, a vixen. And yet you want me to marry such a woman as my wife?
Anyone who achieves great things has some special means, don't they? My son can only marry someone from South City, the most valuable woman.
Who cares to be your son? Let me tell you, if I could choose again, I definitely wouldn't choose a father like you.
How dare you? You think just because you have some assets outside, you can defy your own father and not consider me at all?
Those assets were also built by me. What about you? You and the Mo family's dog snatched it from my mother's hands. Do you know that?
I know you're tough. It's truly my child, but don't direct all your defiance towards your father. This life of yours was given by me. Everything you have was given by me. Yet you defy me. Is it that woman who emboldened you to do this?
It has nothing to do with her.
That woman, what kind of spell has she cast on you? Fuzhou. Find someone to rip that woman's tongue out for me. Let's see how she behaves then, inciting my son. Yes.
You dare? Stop. It's a matter concerning the Mo family. The affairs of the Mo family. I won't interfere anymore.
Fuzhou, please enforce the family discipline. Whoever does wrong must be punished. Matthew Mao, you haven't forgotten, have you? If you don't suffer, then let that woman suffer. Young Master Mao, I have offended. Matthew Mao, I am going to tell you today, as long as I live another day, the Mao family is under my command. You are my son. Whatever I give you, you must endure it. The woman I want you to marry, even if she were dead, you'd still carry her coffin through the door for me. Father. The way the second son acts impulsively, indeed lacks consideration. But isn't applying family law a bit too harsh? Father. Do you really want the second son to end up like I did back then, becoming a useless person?
You don't need to meddle too much.
Fine, let's leave it at that for today. Between father and son, there shouldn't be such deep hatred. As for women, just have your fun. If you want to keep her, being a bed partner isn't a big deal. As for the engagement, I must have the final say. Fuzhou. Matthew, you saw it. It's not that I didn't want to save your aunt back then. I couldn't save her. Our father had raised me. I couldn't defy the family rules. Nor could I defy our father.
Don't make excuses for your own weaknesses and incompetence.
Are these legs of mine, crippled by the family rules, also an excuse? You are our father's own child, and yet you face this today. Let alone me back then. I'm just an adopted child.
I'm not like you.
What do you want to do?
What are you afraid of? The master has spoken. You're free to go, however, even if you manage to leave this room. It's not certain that you can leave alive. Miss Kang, you'll have to fend for yourself.
Matthew Mao. I'm sorry. I haven't told you yet. But I'm not angry with you anymore. Matthew Mao.
I'm sorry. I'm late.
Mr. Mao.
Matthew Mao.
Sister-in-law.
Did Matthew Mao come to save me?
Mr. Mao. He hasn't woken up yet.
Matthew Mao. Matthew Mao.
Mr. Mao got punished by the family code to save you. He endured dozens of lashes without any treatment and stubbornly went to find you.
Xin Li. Why does the old Mr. Mao insist on putting me in a life-threatening situation?
Let's wait for Mr. Mao to wake up. Let me tell you personally. All I can say is, the next time you encounter someone from the Mao family, run as fast as you can.
So this time, did old Mr. Mao let me off the hook? Because of Matthew? Did he promise him something?
I don't know about that. But what I do know is, Mr. Mao would definitely not harm you. Sister-in-law. I'll take my leave now.
Matthew. You're still injured. Be careful.
Lily-san. Are you alright?
I won't die.
I'm sorry. It's my fault for not protecting you.
More than apologies. I want to know other things. I am the victim. What if next time I encounter something like this again? I can't just die without knowing why.
It won't happen. I won't let anyone hurt you again.
I hope you can tell me everything. Let's face it together. I can't always live under your protection.
I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to know. The dirty tricks used by the Mao family.
Matthew Mao. My mother passed away when I was very young. I managed to survive under the hands of Landi Zhao and Clarence Kang, and lived through it. Do you believe me? I'm not that fragile.
Actually, the old man has always wanted me to marry Molly Mo. He just treats you as a tool to force me to compromise. He will be the biggest obstacle in us being together. He is even more ruthless than Molly Mo.
Molly Mo. So the person who did those things to Clarence Kang is her. Clarence endured all this for me. You've always been protecting me.
Back when my elder brother and my aunt were together, he had someone kill my aunt. He also had people beat my elder brother until he was disabled. Everyone. Anyone who went against his wishes, no one was spared, not even his own son.
How could he arbitrarily decide the life and death of others? Are human lives so insignificant in his eyes?
After this incident, I guess Molly Mo must have known about our relationship. She is also extremely ruthless. Over these years, the woman who disappeared from my side, countless. I'm afraid that once she knows, she won't let you off.
So what now? Are you asking for a divorce?
No, I'm not. I will never leave you in this lifetime.
Lily. I heard you were injured. I've come to see how you are. Are you okay?
Mr. Kang. You don't have to pretend. Just tell me, what's the matter?
Lily, about that proposal you mentioned last time, I've thought it over. You just want shares, right? I'll give them all to you, as long as you can save the Tsang family.
How come you agreed so quickly this time? Did something happen to the Kang family?
Isn't it because of the Yu family? Ever since they found out about Clarence, after the incident, you've been pushing us towards a dead end.
The Yu family? Isn't that your beloved son-in-law? How come it has started a dog-eat-dog situation so quickly?
Lily, you're also part of the Tsang family. You can't just stand by and watch us die, right?
Your Kang family still has your dear daughter Clarence, doesn't it? The plight of your Kang family is all due to your own actions.
Alright. I know that Song family has wronged you, but Lily, hasn't she already received her retribution? Can't you just let it go?
Back then, you drove me away, when I left the Kang's house. I never thought that today.
What do you want? Do you also want me to kneel down and kowtow to apologize to you?
The person I should kneel to is your mother.
Fine. As long as you agree to save the Song family, I will kneel to her. I will go to her grave and kowtow to apologize. Are you satisfied now?
All right. You can leave. I will consider the Kang family situation.
Clarence is already in such a state. Please leave her alone.
Do you think the incident with Clarence Kang was my doing? Here's a piece of advice for you. Tell her not to covet what doesn't belong to her.
What do you mean?
The Mo family.
I see.
How about it? Did she agree? What does she really want? Clarence is in such a state now, and she still won't stop.
You still have the nerve to say that. If it weren't for Clarence back then, getting into Ethan's bed, and ruining Lily Tsong's wedding, our family, would we have ended up like this?
You. Don't you forget. About Clarence and Ethan's matter, you agreed to it. Also, Lily Kang has severed ties with you. You drove Lily Kang out of the house. You dare to hit me, I'm going to fight you.
That's enough.
You still have the nerve to shout. Previously, if it weren't for you saying you could handle Matthew Mao, 10 million, I would have had it by now.
Why did you scold Clarence? Clarence turned out this way, all because of that little bitch Lily Kang. My daughter ended up like this. That little bitch is out there, living the carefree life. Huh.
Not necessarily. It might not have been done by Lily Tsong. Matthew Mao also has a fiancée, named Molly M.O., right? Someone from the MO family, and you dare to mess with them. You're just asking for trouble.
You're saying, this is the Mo family's doing. Then before.
You shouldn't have kept it from me, that you had already offended the MO family.
How would I know she was a Miss Mo?
People from the MO family, are they someone you can afford to offend? Do you know how many women have been ruined by Molly M.O. over these years? How many are there?
What should we do then? I'll go beg Lily Kang for mercy. Even if I can't save the Kang family, I'll ask her for some money. That should be possible, right?
Stop right there. Regarding Lily Tsong, you need to calm down. Avoid stirring up trouble. I'll figure something out.
Don't overthink it. The things your dad said just now were just out of desperation.
Whether it's Molly M.O. or Lily Tsong, I won't let either of them off the... Wretch, you've ruined me like this, and you still dare to show your face in front of me?
If there's anyone to blame, it's just your bad luck. Pitifully, you ended up being someone else's scapegoat.
What do you mean?
You still don't know, do you? The person who is really with Matthew Mao is Lily Tsong. His kindness to you was just to mislead me. That's why I targeted you.
Impossible. You're lying to me. Mr. Mao's favorite is me. You're just jealous of Mr. Mao's love for me.
I'm jealous of you. That's a joke. Have you even seen what you look like now? What a mess you are. Why would I need to be jealous of you?
Impossible. I don't believe it. You must be lying to me.
You probably don't know yet. Take a good look and see for yourself.
Lily Tsong, you wretch. What I can't have, neither will you.
So, I came here today specifically to tell you the truth.
What's your purpose?
Purpose? It's to see Lily Tsong dead. The enemy of my enemy is a friend. What do you think? Shall we join forces?
What are you doing here? Your family has been utterly ruthless towards us. Are you here to kick us while we're down?
Here is 200,000. For old time's sake, take it.
I don't need your pity. Don't pretend to be the good guy here. The person I despise the most is you. If you had gotten Lily Tsang back sooner, she wouldn't have had the chance to steal Matthew Mao from me.
How did you know they were together? Who told you?
You've known all along, haven't you? You knew Matthew Mao was going to use me as a shield for Lily Tsang.
So what if I knew? You can't defeat Matthew Mu.
You can't touch Matthew Mao, but can't I deal with Lily Tsang? A woman who climbed the ladder by relying on men.
What are you planning to do?
It doesn't matter. Everything will be over soon. Lily Tsang.
Be careful.
Ethan Yu, are you alright?
Don't touch me, it's corrosive.
Ethan Yu. Why did you save her? Why do all of you always choose her? Then what am I?
Call the doctor. Doctor.
Lily.
Ethan Yu. Why did you take that hit for me? Ethan Yu. To save someone. To save someone.
Lily Tsang, you've won. There's actually a man who got hurt for you. From childhood. Whatever you had. I always wanted to snatch it away. This time, I've lost. Lily Tsang. You've hurt me, and you've also hurt Ethan Yu. You'll never be able to live with a clear conscience.
Are you alright, Lily? Lin.
Yes.
Look into it for me. I don't believe that woman Clarence Tsang could do such a thing. As for that woman, you know what to do.
Understood. Let's go. Come with me.
Are you alright?
Doctor, how is it? The victim's injuries are too extensive. Resuscitation was ineffective. Please accept my condolences.
Lily.
It's you. You are the one who killed my son.
Mr. Yu, aren't you mistaken? The person who caused Ethan Yu's death is Clarence Tsang.
Not Lily. Clarence Kang. Of course, Clarence must pay with his life. But Lily Kang. Do you think you can escape? If it weren't for you, my son wouldn't have died.
Lily.
Uncle. I know that now, nothing I say will make a difference. But I promise, I will explain everything to you. I will take Ethan Yu's place, and honor you.
Don't give me your pretense. Even if I end up alone for the rest of my life, I would never let the murderer who killed my son come to my deathbed. Matthew Mao, don't think that. Just because you have power and influence, you can do whatever you want. Do you really want to oppose our Yu family over this insignificant woman?
She's not insignificant. She's my wife. If you kneel, I'll kneel with you.
Matthew Mao.
Mr. Mao, stop putting on an act. My son has already lost his life. Do you think by kneeling, my son can be brought back?
I'm kneeling because Ethan Yu saved my wife. I'm truly grateful to him. From now on, Lily and I will honor you together, but if you want me to hand over Lily, that's impossible. If you want to test my methods, then go ahead.
Fine then. Since Lily Kang is now the young mistress of the Mao family, I, Howard Yu, am not someone who fails to appreciate kindness. But Clarence Kang, that little wretch. Mr. Mao, you must hand her over to me.
It's a deal.
Let me go. Is anyone there? Mr. Mao, you finally came.
It's been 3 days. How is it? Do you really need to use the restroom?
What exactly do you want? You did this on purpose. You deliberately gave me salty food and clean water, just to force me to keep drinking.
Speak up. Besides you, who else is there? I recently checked your account and found a huge sum of money.
Let me go to the restroom first. I'll talk when I get back. I will tell you everything.
You're not in a position to negotiate with me. I can wait. But can you afford to wait?
Matthew Mao, don't push me too far.
Did that person tell you, as long as you don't give her up, she will save you? So much time has passed. Do you think she will still save you?
You don't need to pry information from me. I did all this on my own. I did it because you forced me to. If you hadn't played with my emotions, making me endure so much for Lily Tsong, bearing so much torment, how could I possibly have brought myself to hurt her?
How come I remember you telling me to send men to gang rape Lily Tsong and dump her body in the wilderness? But when it comes to yourself, you can't handle it. It doesn't matter if you don't tell me, I don't care. I already know who the real culprit behind all this is. It's just a pity that you're being used by others and have to take the blame for someone else.
What nonsense are you talking about?
Don't you know? Ethan Yu is already dead.
Impossible.
Did that person tell you that this medicine wouldn't cause death? Otherwise, you wouldn't commit murder in front of everyone. Now look what happened, you've committed murder. Your life is over now. How have these 3 days been? Like living as an animal. From the beginning, she wanted you dead.
I'm begging you, please stop talking. Let me go to the bathroom.
You should be thankful. I don't hit women. I just wanted you to live like an animal, without any dignity.
Matthew Mao, please stop torturing me.
By the way, after Ethan Yu's funeral tomorrow, I will hand you over to Howard Yu. You are the real murderer of his son. You know what awaits you. Better than I do.
It was Molly Mo. She instructed me to do everything. Matthew Mao, please save me. Really, don't hand me over to the Yu family. I'll be living a life worse than death.
You clearly know it was her who sent people to surround you with men. You even became her accomplice.
I really had no other choice. I've been ruined. She promised me that after it was done, she would give me a large sum of money to let me leave South City. I didn't know she would deceive me. I never thought about killing anyone. Matthew Mao, you really are a devil. I didn't mean to kill him. It's his fault for trying to help Lily Tsong, that little bitch. He just thought his life was too long. He was asking for it.
Go.
It wasn't me. Don't come looking for me.
You still haven't repented.
I can't accept this. Do you understand? Why? Ever since we were kids. You were always the center of attention, while I had to bear the identity of an illegitimate child, being called a bastard.
Your mom being a mistress and rising to the top is a fact. The Kang family has never wronged you.
So what? I've made a vow that I must surpass you in this lifetime. No matter what it takes. I will be stronger than you. Everything you have, I want to have too. Everything you care about, I want to take it all.
Clarence, you've really gone mad.
You drove me to madness. Why? Ethan Yu, Matthew Mao. In the end, they all chose you. What am I lacking compared to you? You'll never know in your lifetime. For the rest of your life. Repent sincerely in front of Ethan Yu's grave.
Matthew Mao, you actually went against me. Is it because of Lily's song? That woman has gone crazy, using such ruthless methods, against the Mo family. You're determined to put me away, only then you'll be satisfied, is that right?
All of this, isn't it all due to your own actions? From the moment you directed Clarence Tsang to hurt Lily, you should have been prepared for this. Why go after anyone else? If not Lily.
Clarence was also acting under your orders. You were also responsible for Ethan Yu's death.
So what if I did? I didn't expect that woman Clarence Tsang to be so useless to even let you live. As for Ethan Yu, I didn't kill him, you did, he died because of you. I heard that before he died, he struggled for a very long time.
I'm going to kill you.
Lily Tsang. Calm down a bit, there's no need to dirty your hands for such a person.
Calm down. How can I be calm? Ethan Yu is already dead. I must avenge him.
Lily Tsang. Never thought you'd have a day like this, acting so crazily. Seeking revenge. Have you truly forgotten, or are you pretending to forget? You are the root cause of everything. You caused his death. Didn't you know Matthew Mao was engaged? If you hadn't provoked him, none of this would have happened. No one would have died. You are the one who killed him.
Impossible.
Clarence Tsang stole your fiancé, right? You're just the same. You all are cut from the same cloth.
No, that's not it.
Shut your mouth. Say one more word and see what happens.
Unfilial son. Let go of me.
Matthew Mao.
I don't know what brought you here. To see the old man.
You've overstepped, right under my nose. If I didn't come now, you might have started a rebellion. Do you even regard me as your father anymore?
Uncle Mao, Matthew has gone mad. He's trying to kill me. He's actually trying to kill me.
I'm afraid you've asked the wrong person. After all, the old man can barely take care of himself now.
Ungrateful child, what have you been doing behind my back?
Nothing much, just sorting out the Mo family's affairs. And reclaiming the shares that belong to the Sheng family. Now in Shengshi. It's not Matthew Mao who calls the shots, it's me.
How dare you?
I've said it before. I want you to live in pain. Isn't your whole life dedicated to Shengshi? Back then, you didn't hesitate to kill my mom and my aunt. Now, I'll let you see how the glory is held in my hands.
Everything I've done has been for whom? You are my only son, isn't everything I do for you?
You've never treated me as your son. You've merely treated me as an obedient pawn.
Since you've already said it to this extent, tell me, what do you want?
If the old man is unwell, then he should just rest at home.
You want to imprison me?
Isn't that what you did to my mother? Otherwise, my mother wouldn't have died in such agony. And no one to help. As for this woman, send her to prison.
Matthew Mao, you can't treat me like this, Matthew Mao.
Everything has settled, shouldn't you give me a proper status now?
Mr. Mao, just received the news, Landi Zhao sold the ancestral home. What? Go to the Tsang's house, yes.
Surnamed Kang, I only have one daughter, Clarence. She is your flesh and blood. Won't you save her?
How many times have I told you, it's not that I won't save her, it's that I can't save her, she has committed murder.
I don't care. If you don't save her, we're getting a divorce.
Divorce? What, are you planning to run off with the house?
Lily Tsang, you just mentioned, selling the house, what's that all about?
It seems Mr. Kang is still unaware. The lovely wife standing next to you has been going behind your back, sell this house.
What? You wretch. Over these years, you've been using my Tsang family's money to support your own family. I've turned a blind eye to it all. But now, you dare to sell my ancestral home.
What's wrong with selling the ancestral home? Huh. I have a share in the Kang family too. You won't even save your own daughter. What can I expect from you?
I'm warning you, you better get my house back. Otherwise, I won't let you off.
Father-in-law, please rest assured. About the house sale. I've already terminated it. After all, this belongs to Lily Tsang.
Father-in-law.
Lily Tsang is now my lawful wife.
You and Lily Kang. Matthew Moon, what do you think you're treating our Clarence as? It's because of you that she ended up like this today.
All along, I've only had one woman. And that's Lily Tsang.
Lily Kang. I underestimated you. You and your mother, just like a vixen, are experts at seducing men. Let me tell you, don't be smug. You'll end up just like your mom. You won't die a good death.
Shut your mouth. Mr. Mao. Look, now that you're married to Lily Tsang, we're all family now, aren't we? So, regarding the crisis of the Tsang family.
Lily told me about it. I can help you guys. 5 million. To buy all the shares of the Tsang family.
5 million. Previously, didn't we agree on 10 million?
Times have changed. Doesn't your father-in-law know about the situation of the Tsang family yet? Besides me, who else can help you? Not to mention giving you money.
Lily. Can you help us talk to Matthew Mao? 5 million, it's really too little.
I, who was long ago driven out of the house by you and cut off from the family, have no relation to you. Why should I help you?
You. Fine. 5 million, it's settled at 5 million.
What about Clarence? Give me back my Clarence.
She committed murder. Do you think I would let go someone who wanted to kill me? I don't know what to say, whether you are naive or foolish.
Lily Kang. It's all because of you that you relentlessly pursued us, that Clarence ended up doing such a thing.
I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Clarence is no longer in my hands. I've handed her over to the Yu family.
Matthew. You're driving Clarence to her death. Howard Yu's son has died. Do you think he will spare Clarence? You all, this is premeditated murder?
She brought this upon herself with her own misdeeds. She has only herself to blame.
Lily Kang, you harming Clarence is like taking my life. I curse you. May you never rest in peace in this lifetime, destined to be alone forever.
Shut your mouth.
Are you trying to argue with me now? It's useless. If you still want to see your daughter, I suggest that you go to Ethan Yu's grave. Maybe you can even collect your daughter's body there.
Such bad luck. What a downer. If it weren't for me pulling you out of prison, you would still be in there, living a life worse than that of pigs and dogs.
Matthew Mao. Matthew Mao. Is mine. Can only be mine. You've been mine since we were kids. Lily Tsang. Lily Tsang. I will never let you go.
What are you trying to do?
What exactly? How come my intentions aren't clear enough? Is that so? It's this face. The one Matthew Mao likes, right? You tell me. If I were to ruin this face, would Matthew Mao still love you?
Don't do it.
I advise you to better not touch it. If you accidentally scratch it, then it won't be my problem.
Molly Mo. I advise you not to mess around. Otherwise, Matthew Mao won't let you off.
I know. With Matthew Mao's capabilities, finding this place is just a matter of time. But what I'm waiting for is him.
Let her go.
Stop right there. Don't move.
Put down the knife first. Everything can be discussed.
Discussed. Discuss how to send me back to prison. So you and your lover can have your fun. Is that it?
Molly Mo. If you dare hurt Lily, I won't let you get away with it.
Matthew Mao, do you think at this point, I would still care about your threats? Even if I die, I will take Lily's song with me.
Don't. The person seeking revenge is me. Let me come over. Let go of Lily. Okay?
Matthew Mao. You truly cared about her deeply. But how did you treat me? What about our 26 years of friendship? You gathered evidence and had me thrown in jail. You destroyed my family and my life. Matthew Mao, why didn't you love me? Was our bond not as strong as the one you just met a few months? Why didn't you?
Are you okay, Lily?
Let go of me. Let go. You all will surely not die a good death.
Are you the top of tonight? So handsome. Tonight, I choose you.
If you want to sleep with me, that's possible. But you must marry me. Lily. I love you.